Dobro jutro svima. How you doing? It's Charles. And today I want to show you quickly how to make something they call Bosnian coffee here. Every country in this region has like what they call in Serbia domaća kafa, Trska kafa, Turkish coffee, Serbian coffee, Bosnian coffee. But this is a little bit different here in this house and in this city, just to show you what you need here. And I'm going to show you how to make it. This is what the cup, okay? It doesn't have a thing to hold on to or anything. Some places you go, there's a little copper container, like a little holder you put it in to sip it from. But this one doesn't. It just comes with a little cup like that. This little deal here, a spoon, and you need some really fine powdered looking tobacco, or tobacco, I said coffee, like that, and some kako se kaže, some sugar that's in there. Okay, first, what we're gonna do is fill up how much water we want. I'm just gonna do 1 cup. So you pour it in there. Then what you do, you want to get, depending on how strong you want it, they say, put one kind of heaping. One not so much. Then you go ahead and put the sugar in. I didn't know this. This is what this guy told me. Then you want to put 1. I only want like a little bit of sugar for 1. And then you put it all in there. Then, some people do it differently, but he said not to stir it until it heats up, because I'm going to show you why. Anyway, I'll show you here in a second once it heats up. You want to put it on like medium flame. He said don't put it on really, really hot. But I'll show you here in just a second whenever it heats up. Okay, can you see it start to bubble? The foam on the outside of it is starting to bubble a bit. And then he said to stir it to get all the sugar off the bottle. I could mess up a wet dream. I could mess up everything I do. And then the thing you want to do, it's starting to boil again. Then he said you want to dip out, because it's really, the foam part is special supposedly. And that's what makes it Bosnian or whatever. You want to put that in there first. This might be only, maybe they only do this when there's 2 cups or something. I don't know. But then he said do that and then pour it along the side. So you've saved your foam. Look at that, man. I did pretty good. I didn't do too bad. See, there's a little bit of foam on top. Just a short little shot, really. I'm a guy from the United States, so I'm used to drinking like a velika kafa, about that big, a gallon of coffee. And you can see how big this one is. Anyway, let's taste it and see what it tastes like. And the taste of the coffee. It's really good. Really powerful taste. And I think when you put the sugar in first, I think I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, but such a massive amount of flavor in this. We had almost 2 teaspoons, 1 heaping almost of coffee in just a small little amount, and 1 little tablespoon of sugar in here. It did a lot for it. I mean, it's really powerful. Good stuff. And in this whole region, Serbia, here in Bosnia, most of the people here, they do their coffee a little bit different. They don't use their coffee mainly as a grabbing a cup to go to work and get a quick rush of caffeine. Here it's used more as a social thing. So one thing you'll notice when you come here, you go to a coffee shop by yourself. If you go, I mean, not a coffee shop, yeah, a coffee shop. If you go to a coffee shop by yourself in Serbia, in Bosnia, you look strange because people don't drink coffee usually alone. They're going to be with their friends. They're going to be sitting down talking for numerous hours. Like I've said before in Serbia, what I like to tell our students that are getting ready to go to the USA, I say, you know, one big difference. In the USA, you won't see people getting one little coffee and sitting at a table for 2 hours in the United States. But in Serbia and here, Serbia especially because I've lived there longer, it doesn't matter if it's 7 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 6 o'clock at night, the coffee shops are full. And they're full with people sitting down with their friends, their relatives, drinking a coffee and just talking about nonsense and smoking their cigarettes like they like to do. And just a nice social thing. And so now when people say, Charles, you want to have a cup of coffee? I know exactly what it means. It means, hey, let's sit down and talk. We haven't talked in a bit. So it's really nice. Like most of the time back home, we'd say, hey, you want to grab a beer? Here, it's you want to grab a coffee. A little bit difference in culture, but lovely all the same. I'm really sold on the coffee. First time I looked at this, I thought, what? Because I'm always looking for that big glass. You know, I feel nervous if I don't see a big cup of coffee and I see something small like this. But this is nice to sip on, to drink. Beautiful taste. There's no comparison between this and a filtered coffee like I have usually in the USA. And then what happens once you finish it? I just did it. Oh, I was getting ready to say, you gotta be careful. Oh, how rude. You gotta be careful if you're stupid America because you get grounds all in your mouth every time. Don't be genuine.